It was a fuck no. Next, we're gonna jump into the NBA. Derek hit us up the other night and was like, "Yo, did you guys see the night that Luca had?" And the night that Luca had was ridiculous. And the night we're talking about was when he dropped 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists. Um, and he had that game, he had that shot to put them into overtime against the Knicks, and they wound up winning that game. And he's looking, I mean, he's hot. To his last, just look at his last 4 games: 25, 50, 32, and 60. Dude, what do you got on Luca?
Well, at first I want to take back on that clutch. Remember we were talking about the clutch thing. Whoever we wanted to take a last shot. I
Yeah.
think Tom, you were the only one that went with Luca. I think Ryan went with Dame. I forgot who I went with. Maybe with Steph. But I'm definitely taking it back, and I'm going Luca. For them to like just, and it's crazy because how they say is, and like the NBA, their slogan, "Where amazing happens." That was the longest 33 seconds ever. That 33 seconds was like a 2 minute warning when a team has three timeouts. It felt like a lifetime. It was insane. And it, like I was telling you guys, it was just funny seeing all those fans leaving the stands. Like it was literally almost empty. And then once
Mhm.
overtime started, everybody was back in their seats. Like I'm thinking,
Yeah.
like when they left the arena, did security let them back in to witness history? Like, because that was history.
Do you remember when the Heat, that I think it was the Ray Allen shot, the Heat fans started leaving,
Yeah.
and then they tried getting back in, and security wouldn't let them back in.
That's crazy. Can you
uh,
imagine you're leaving your seat and then that happens and you weren't there to witness that?
Vicious.
That's why whenever I go to sports events, unless it's like a blowout and a game is closed, I usually just stick around. One, to see if anything amazing happens, and number two, to let traffic kind of die down when you're leaving
Yep.
out. But I mean, come on, that was spectacular.
It was. It was wild. Tom, did you catch that?
Yeah, well, I was 100% sleeping.
No, you caught the highlight. I mean, I caught the highlight too. I didn't
Yeah.
watch it in real life,
Uh,
real time.
but seeing Luca miss the free throw on purpose and then didn't even how do you he wasn't the one that was thought that he was going to get his own rebound. Like he was he fell back just waiting for one of his players to jump up and the ball just went right to him and all he did was just throw it up and
Yeah.
it was nothing but net. And I thought he won the game on that.
He
And you
might have.
you know you know what really surprised me, like that really got me like wow. Oh, Dak is injured. Dak's hurt.
No
Dak's
way.
down, grabbing his knee. Up.
Oh, that sucks. As
Uh
as much as as much as I hate the Cowboys, I don't
Nah,
want no
he's up and
injuries.
oh.
walking. He's good. He's up and walking.
All right, good. So
Mm.
just real quick, what I really loved about the whole like everything playing out was he didn't try to win the game himself. Christian Wood threw up a three. Tim Hardaway Jr. threw up a three. Like he was trusting his guys.
Yep.
So they always talk about like, oh, well, can Luca get it done in the playoffs? Like without basically saying because Jalen Brunson left and everything. I still think that Dallas has, the core and the team to, make a run in the playoffs.
Mhm.
And this right here just shows that they're a team they're a team. They are a team that's together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but one thing that sticks out is out of 126 points, only 9 of them came from the bench.
Which is huge, but I mean that's where you start making trades and getting
Yeah,
guys on vet minimum
the
contracts and
buyout
things
contract
like
and stuff like
right.
that. That's why I said right towards the All-Star break and after the All-Star break is when teams start getting their buyout contracts and they start meshing, getting the chemistry.
Right. Like I could see like a Miles Turner going there. Who knows? Maybe a Russ. Like I could see guys like that potentially landing in Dallas just to come off the bench and make a contribution to the team.
Mhm. Yep, they'll be interesting to watch. They are going to be interesting to watch. I feel like they this is every year, and I know Luca's just getting better and better, but it's every year. It's like, damn, this dude Luca could lead them, and then it comes down to the playoffs, and it's like Luca is the shit. He's the real deal, but he just don't have enough around him.
Right.
All right, so the NBA scoring title. There's 7 guys at or right at or slightly below or above 30 points. We got Embiid leading the way with 33.7 points per game. Luka is right under him with 33.6. Giannis is third with 31.7. Shea Gildress Alexander fourth with 31.5. Tatum fifth with 31.1. Curry sixth with 30. And Durant is right at 7. He's at 29.9. So my question is, if they all qualify, well, I guess you would have to qualify, meaning they would have to stay healthy, Joel. Who wins the NBA scoring title?
In my opinion, it's I want to say Embiid because I feel like James Harden has kind of finally understood his role and coming here and taking that back seat. The only problem I have with that is once Maxey gets back, do some of those points go to Maxey? You know, the Embiid's getting such that high load. But even when I watch him on Christmas, like he's just a force, dude. Like he's on a different like for a big man to move like he does and to just have that nice jumper, like he hits it in people's faces. He's toned down on the 3-pointers, you know, taking unnecessary 3-pointers, and he's just been actually playing the way that he's supposed to play and getting points, getting to the line. So I think Embiid still has a shot at it, even with Maxey coming back. I think he still has a solid shot at winning the scoring title.
Tom, who do you got?
Uh, I mean, the only thing that I think that stops Embiid is either injury, of course, and how many games does he not play because they're back to back or load management. Because you got a guy like Luca out of 82.
Oh, that's a pick. Oh, it's a
That's
pick
pick six.
6. Go, go, go.
No.
Good pick.
Out of
Sorry, Tom.
they're gonna kick a field goal. I'm cool with that. Out of out of 82 games, Luca will play 79, 78 games.
Yep.
Joel at 82 games. What is he gonna play? 70?
Well, he's already missed. He's already. I have it right here. He's already 7 games behind Luca.
All right, so
So he's
then
already-
he's gonna. Yeah, you gotta think. So out of 82, is he gonna play 65 games?
Yeah, but I think
I
all
would
you have to do is play a minimum amount of games.
like. Yeah, it's like it's in the 50s, high 50s, I
Yeah.
believe, low 60s. Maybe it's
Yeah,
maybe
so it would
62.
yeah, I think it's 60, like 61, 62 games you have to play in order
And it
to
goes by points per game, right?
right.
Yes.
So essentially, if he doesn't if he misses a game, doesn't mean he gets 0 points for that game.
Yeah, I mean that's that. Then I mean, it should be
58.
it should be Joel.
Oh, he caught it.
He did.
Oh, he
He's at-
did. Oh, he
Oh.
stayed in. What the fuck?
Why wouldn't he go out of bounds?
Get down.
Beautiful. Clock ran out.
No, you
Nah.
got a timeout.
No. They got the timeout, Tom.
No way.
Yeah, they're gonna kick a
Yes,
field
they
goal.
did, bro.
Review that, baby. There's no way he got that timeout.
He got it, you hater. You hater. All right. So
I'm looking at it backwards. How much time's left on the clock? 3 seconds?
2
2
seconds.
seconds.
Motherfucker.
Did he get out of bounds?
Nope. He
Yo,
towed
how
it.
the hell did he
That's
stay
balance,
in
dude.
bounds, bro? That is
Thank God it-
vicious.
Oh
That's
my
all.
god.
Bro. Is that Traylon? That is Traylon. There you go. I'm with it. All right. So LeBron needs 574 points to pass the number 1 for NBA's all-time points record. Tom, how do you feel about your boy? Because you've been on this dude from the beginning. This was your favorite player. How you feel about your guy getting ready to pass
Kareem,
Kareem, yep.
the greatest to ever play the game of basketball, brother.
I
The
can't
greatest.
I can't wait for football to die down so we can get into some of these conversations.
There's not a single thing on the basketball court that he cannot do.
Even at his age. You got anything on LeBron chasing the NBA's all-time points record, D?
No, I don't, because again, he will go down as one of the goats of the game. I'm not gonna declare him as the GOAT of the game, but he will go down as one of the goats of the game. And he deserves it. I mean, dude's been in the league since what? He's been 18, 19, whatever. He's been doing it since he came into the league. It didn't take him a
Mhm.
couple years to kind of when he came in, he immediately kind of took over the league. And the way he works, the way like on his off seasons, you don't see him at clubs and shit like that. He's working on his body. He's spending a million on his body every year or however much. This guy is dedicated to, he works on his craft. Like he perfects his craft. So hey, kudos to him. I hope he goes for another 1,000 or 2,000, however much he can go for, and his record stays on. It stays fine for years to come until
I
we
mean,
have another goat.
you got to think he'll probably pass that this year.
He's going to.
Yeah, he's gonna pass that this year. But
So
I'm
he's gonna
saying,
play a
He's gonna
few more years.
pass that. He's gonna pass that in
how
like
many more
March.
years you said?
A few, 2, 3 more years.
Yeah, I probably got him at like 2 to 5 years.
I don't know if they're gonna be with the Lakers though.
We'll see. But I got him at 2 to 5 years playing in the league, maybe surpassing that as like a Udonis Haslam role, like coaching type player. Like he's still on the team, but he's like a coach type thing. I
Mhm.
mean, who knows though? He probably might want to own the team instead of fucking playing on the team.
Yeah. All right. So I want to jump into because there's been a lot of exciting young players. Two in particular have really taken the lead. But who right now it's a two-man race between Paolo and Benedict Mathurin of the Pacers. Who wins the NBA Rookie of the Year? D.
So I have not watched any of the guy off the Pacers. I have watched Paolo, however you say his name. He reminds me of like a Sean Kemp. Like when he dunks the ball, it's like ferocious. Like he wants to like kill somebody when he dunks it. So and he's still young. He has a lot to work on in terms of the long ball and stuff like that. So, but I will give the slight edge to him just because he was the higher draft pick, and he's probably going to get more chance to shine, per se, with just because of how his team makeup is, because he's only got Franz Wagner and Bobo, but on the Pacers you got a couple studs, Tyrese Halliburton and stuff like that.
Did you see Wagner get knocked out the other day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
by Diallo or not Diallo.
No,
Christian, no,
no, it's Killian Hayes.
Killian Hayes. Yeah,
Tom, did you say it?
Yeah, I seen it. He barely punched him though.
I mean, but in that spot
It
in
was
the
like a
back of your
forearm.
head,
It
that
was. It was like a forearm. But like they said, he looked like he was knocked out before he
he,
even got punched.
bro, he did. It looked like when the dude shoulder checked him, he just his head went back and he was like this, and then the next hit just dropped. You think he was selling that shit?
so
I'm
I
not
only
trying.
watch. I didn't really watch the facial expression or see him drop. I did see Killian Hayes, however, like I saw Diallo kind of like bump him, and then I seen
Mhm.
Killian Hayes kind of mush him in the back of the head or punch him, whatever. But I didn't actually see, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. But I mean, everything is sold. Basketball is worse than soccer. They sell everything now.
I don't know. That's close, Derek. Watching the World Cup, that's close. These dudes don't even get touched and they scream like they fucking got their leg cut off.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, soccer is worse.
But did you see Grayson Allen
Oh
get,
my god,
get like shouldered and he sold the push and made the oh my god,
DeMar DeRozan. Yep.
DeMar DeRozan like fall. He just
He
kept
act like
going.
he got pushed. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Did
then
you hear
the commentator he said, what did he say? Something about like somebody needs to knock that dude out.
He says somebody needs to give him a two-piece.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Look! Woj literally just tweeted that Killian Hayes has been suspended for 3 games, and Wagner got suspended for 2 games for what happened on Wednesday night.
Oh wow.
Literally, as we're talking about it, it
But
comes
what did
through.
Mo Wagner really do other than just shoulder him?
He started it. He goes down as the instigator.
That's exactly what Derek was talking about. That's what basketball
Yo,
needs.
did you hear the Detroit announcers? They were like,
No.
"Stay in your seats. Stay." They were
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yelling
yeah,
at
yeah.
him. He was like, "If you get out of your seat, once you get out of your seat, you go to jail." I was like,
Well, that's because of the malice at the palace, baby.
yo, Detroit was on that shit. They're like, yo, we will not have this. All right. Are the Nets? They're the hottest team in the league right now. Are they the best team in the East? Because the Celtics have kind of fell off a little bit. Are the Nets the best team in the East right now?
No.
Why not?
Just because I like the Bucks or the Celtics over them. I mean, I know the Nets have been on a streak and everything, but when you have Ben Simmons on your team, I just can't believe in you. Even though Kyrie's been balling, Kevin Durant's been balling, I just can't believe in that team.
The Nets have cut a 7-game lead by the Celtics down to 2 in a matter of 10 games. The last 10, the Nets are 10-0, the Bucks are 4-6, the Celtics are 5-5, and the Sixers are actually the second hottest team, 8 and
8 and
2.
2? Yeah.
Yep. So I don't know. I do think that the Celtics are if I had to pick a team, I might lean Celtics, but the Nets are looking good, bro.
See,
Tom,
I,
do
I
you
don't I don't I don't want to be a biased person, but I honestly think that the Sixers are the best team in the East. Because when I was watching the Knicks game, I haven't watched a lot of Sixers because of football. And days that we don't watch football or we're not in here, I like to spend with the family. But
Yeah.
literally, I did not know the Sixers are like defensive efficiency wise. They're like number 2 in the league. The
So
Sixers
are
have
the
never the Sixers have never been good at defense. That's the only thing they lacked was defense. They were good offensively, but defensively they stunk. So
so are they
now that they
back
have the Sixers are back, baby.
back as a contender out of the East?
Yes, back as a contender out of the East.
Tom, can you
The
tell me why the
Sixers,
Sixers
the
are a
Sixers
contender?
are minimum. They're minimum making it to the conference championship.
I
That's
would like
Minimum
it.
minimal,
making it to the conference championship.
minimal.
I like
Because
it.
we don't even have Tyrese Maxey back yet.
Comes back Friday, baby.
So
Friday?
I'm telling you,
I believe so.
the Sixers are back
Wrong.
on the mat, baby. Go ahead, Tom.
Listen, dude. I didn't even know who DeAnthony Melton was until this year. Uh, I didn't even know who Daniel House Jr. is.
The
Hold on,
new
I'm not
one.
done yet. I still don't know who Saban Lee is. I don't know who. Hold on, who Jaden Springer? Well, I've heard of him.
I don't know where PJ Tucker's offense is.
Yeah.
Julian Champagne,
Champagne.
and I don't know who Michael Foster Jr. is neither. Listen, and Tobias is on the milk carton. PJ
Well,
Tucker,
Tobias, he was hot.
He
PJ
was
Tucker,
hot when we needed him to be hot.
Yeah.
PJ Tucker is looking to be like a terrible signing.
No, dude,
Not
his defense has
defensively.
been good. Defensively,
All
he's
I
good.
know is the Sixers are winning with guys that I never even heard of, and they don't even have one of the best players that they get back tomorrow. And
So
Tyrese Maxey.
you're saying they're back.
I'm saying they're back.
They're back,
go.
baby. Let's go. And tomorrow night they're going to be taking on one of the hottest young teams in the league in the New York. Wow. In the New Orleans Pelicans. And that leads me right into this. Are the Pelicans, who currently lead the West, are they a legit contender? Tom, you're shaking your head no. Do you want to tell me why you're shaking your head no, Thomas?
Because there's teams out there that I mean, there's teams out there that I'm pretty sure all three of us can agree on that are better. I mean, I think the Nuggets are better.
Maybe. A better team?
Yeah, better team.
Pelicans
You don't think the
looking
Nuggets
pretty
are better?
good, huh?
There's no team in the West right now that are better than the Pelicans.
I think the Nuggets have the better player,
Yeah, of course.
but as far as like a collective as a team, I don't know, bro. Because look, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at the Pelicans and Nuggets tied at 1 right now, right? You got the Grizzlies right behind them. I do like the Grizzlies as a team, honestly. I think that a little bit more maturity. I think the Grizzlies might have the best overall team. I can't discount the Warriors. But then after that, the Clippers, I don't believe in them, but they do got Kawhi. But Kawhi is just like he could disappear and not play for 6 months. The
Listen,
Suns, I don't. I don't believe in the Suns at all.
It's like the Warriors are in 10th place and they're 5 games back.
And Steph is out, so the Warriors are going to finish as a top 4 team in the East
And the
or in the
Warriors may
West.
win the NBA Finals again.
I wouldn't bet against that.
Mm.
Who in the West is beating the Warriors, D?
I'm not saying the
games.
West. I'm saying the East.
So do you think the Warriors the favorite to win the West? Still.
Probably just because of experience in the playoffs.
Okay. All right, well, let's speak West, and this is the last thing I want to touch on, and then we'll wrap this one up. Will the Lakers make the playoffs? Right now, they're sitting at 13th seed. They are 8.5 games out of the 1 seed, which nobody thinks that they're getting the 1 seed, right? But what is it with the NBA? It's 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Or playing game.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are 3.5 games out right now. They're behind teams. They're only ahead of the Spurs and Rockets. They're behind the Thunder, the Wolves, Warriors, Jazz, Blazers, Mavs, Kings, Suns, Clippers, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Pelicans. I see the Kings falling, so that opens up a spot. But do the Lakers make the playoffs?
No.
Okay. And now if Anthony Davis gets back in a couple weeks, does that change your mind?
Yes.
Okay, so it's basically solely on the health of AD.
Correct, because he was on the tear.
He was. I was just looking at the numbers. He was number 2 in the league in rebounds per game. He was number 3 in the league in blocks per game. Yeah,
he was on an absolute tear.
Yeah, he was cooking. Tom, do the Lakers make the playoffs?
Yes.
They do. By way of now, are they in the play-in tournament and make it, or do they make it out? Okay. All right, I can see it.
They'll get a playing game.
I can see it. All right. Well, I'm glad. I'll tell you what. As much as we talk football, I'm glad we got some NBA and some NCAA in here today.
Oh yeah,
felt good to get a little change of breath. But like we said, we are going to be back on. We're gonna be back next Thursday. Simply because of Sunday's going to be New Year's Day. It's a family day, and as much as we love you guys and we love the podcast, family comes first. We're going to spend some time with the family, and we could be celebrating an Eagles dub and a 1 seed. But with that, we're going to sign off here. Thank you, everybody, for joining in with us today, and we will catch you guys next Thursday. Peace out.